Okay, I'm going to call tonight's meeting to order. Here we have attendance, roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Wall.
Here.
Mayor Matsumoto Wright.
Here.
Councilmember Murray.
Present.
Councilmember Ryan.
Here.
Councilmember Sonmore. Here. Councilmember Woodard.
Present.
That concludes roll call.
Thank you. Next is public comment. Do we have any public comments?
No one signed up in person or online, and the written comment we received I
one written
gave to
comment.
council.
All right, thank you. Next is the city manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, members of council. A few things to mention tonight. First, we had our first Community Academy event last night here in this room, and I thought it went fantastic. It was a lot of fun. I think people gained a lot of information, and we're looking forward to the next event with Community and Economic Development and Finance next Wednesday. So that'll be fun. Secondly, we have our quarterly newsletter that's going to hit mailboxes next week. And we are going to have translated versions of that available on our website in both Spanish and Vietnamese. And we're working on a way, so we currently provide the community newsletter to every household in the city, including homeowners and renters. But we do have basically the rental for the apartment complexes are delivered in bulk. So there may be a little bit of an issue getting from the delivery spot to each individual door. So we're looking at ways to improve that process and make sure every member of our community gets the community newsletter and the same info. And hopefully we'll have a solution for that soon. It looks like we have one that's pretty promising. Lastly, several council members, Councilmember Ryan and Councilmember Sonmore, have mentioned Senate Bill 5085, and that's the LEF bill that is in the legislature right now that is contemplating using LEF dollars for to make up the balances for, I believe it's the teachers' retirement fund and one other. I can't remember which it is. But we have added that bill to our tracking sheet, and we're paying close attention to that. It was just pulled from the Rules Committee today, which typically means it's headed to the Senate floor for a floor vote any day now. So we'll keep an eye on that and keep you updated about what's happening there. And with that, that's all I have. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Anyone with questions? I have one on the newsletter goes to everybody, and it also goes to all the businesses too, doesn't it?
Yes, every address. Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. Okay, anyone else before we move on? Right, next is the review of the ordinance adopting 2021 building code with our building official, Matthew Gizzle. Is that right?
Well, Matthew's getting set up here. I did want to mention we only had the one item on our agenda this evening, so it looks a little unbalanced from previous meetings. Because we'll have a review and public hearing and vote at the next meeting, we didn't want to do those all in one meeting. We wanted to make sure that the council had time to consider this update. So that's why we just have the one item this evening.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council. Again, my name is Matthew Gissel. I am blessed to be serving as your building official here at Mountlake Terrace. We are currently looking at adjusting our municipal code to match state code and law to be the 2021 building code cycle. It might seem like this is a little late. This actually started in 2023, and Washington State, because of one reason or another, kept delaying the adoption because of the Washington State Energy Code. Then it became apparent that it was going to be adopted March of 2024, which we were all ready to do. And then someone got hit by a car, me, and then came back and then realized that we missed it. So we have been following the state and having everyone meet the 2021 Washington State Energy Code, Washington State Building Code, and Fire Code, but we need to make sure that our code aligns with it. So with that, so the 2021 Building and Fire Codes became effective statewide March 15th of 2024. We have been doing that as well. Building codes are typically adopted in a 3-year cycle, but these were delayed. The last cycle was 2018. Title 15 of the Mountlake Terrace Municipal Code, the objective is to maintain compliance with the state and local requirements. The city must adopt the 2021 I codes with Washington State Building and Fire Code amendments, updating code language to allow for automatic amendments when Washington State codes are adjusted, making changes to provide consistency with new code language in the 2021 I codes. So in Chapter 15, we have the International Building Code, the International Residential Code, the International Mechanical Code, the International Fuel and Gas Code. I believe you guys have this available as well, but most of them are minor changes. And as I said, we've already been implementing it, so nothing new to our developers. We also had the IEBC, which is for existing buildings, the Uniform Plumbing Code, the Fire Code, and the main reason it got delayed, the Washington State Energy Code. So we're just looking to align our municipal code with the state code that's already been adopted. Any questions?
All right, do we have any questions? All right. So this will be on, I don't have my laptop with me, so this will be on next week for a public hearing and then
Correct.
a vote.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, Councilmember Ryan.
Thank you, Mayor. You may not have this answer, but on the state energy code, the legislative goal of 70% reduction in fuel consumption in buildings by 2030. What do they mean by fuel? Do you know?
Yeah, I can get you that information. So that's looking holistically at why they're ramping up the requirements for Washington State Energy Code. So it's a goal to be met in the future. So by creating more energy efficient housing, you're going to reduce overall fuel costs. So the amount of electricity that's used, the amount of gas that's used, the amount of fuel and gasoline that's utilized to operate those.
Thank goodness for affordable housing. Thank you.
All right, anyone else? Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you very much. So next is the review of the March 6th agenda. Has everyone looked at it? All right. And there's no changes. Next is council comments. Anyone have any comments? No council comments?
Are you going to beat me?
All right. If there are no council comments and no one else has anything else to say, we are going to adjourn. Is that a record? No, 8 is my record.